dancers, it's Miss Camille. I'm going to do kind of a stretch and yoga set of exercises today, but I'm also going to be doing a longer, like a little bit of a 10-minute yoga sequence that you can do if you need a break from your homework or sitting at a desk or on the computer or on your phone, right? So keep your eyes out for that. This is going to be shorter. This is going to be our weekly exercise, and I want you guys to be working on it over the next week or two, okay? But I will also be adding a little bit of a longer sequence that's just for you, just to do when you need a break, okay? So make sure you've got a little bit of space. I'm gonna be at an angle because of my small apartment. And of course, if you have any questions, you can always email or put it in the comments and I'll get back to you, okay? So I'm a yoga teacher as well as a dance teacher, ballet teacher, and acro teacher. So yoga is really, really good for dancers. It keeps their bodies open, limber, and stretched out. So I really recommend doing this, and it also builds a lot of strength, core strength, yeah, and stability in the hips. So we're gonna start. Again, this is gonna be a little bit of a faster flow and just a few moves put together that's really good for your core and your hips, okay? So we start in our tabletop, okay? So we're not starting in child's pose, we're starting right in tabletop. Belly button is lifted. I want you to press through your hands, make a really nice domed round back and look back towards your belly button. Cat pose, and then I want you to drop through your arms, gazing up, okay? So we inhale, drop the belly low, exhale, and press the spine away. So we always have breath when we're doing yoga. Inhale, belly drop, exhale, press away, and engage your core. Now, I'm gonna back up a little bit so you guys can see me a little bit better. I want you to tuck your toes under, nice long neck, lift your knees up right in line with your ankles. Watch this, boom, right there. And I want you to hold. Look between your thumbs. This is actually really good for arm balances, okay? This builds the strength for you to get into your inversions. So make sure you've got your hands a little bit cupped with your knuckles pressing. Hold, squeeze your belly button, hips over knees, knees in line with ankles. One more deep breath in here. Exhale, downward facing dog, hips nice and high. Now look, I'm not doing this, yeah? I'm keeping my spine straight and I'm using my hands to push. Again, yoga is great for arm balancing. So really push with your hands, feel the heels of your hands, spread your fingers wide. Now I want you to look up at your belly button. So this should feel super stretchy in the backs of the legs. And you should feel a nice stretch in the back of your neck. And then dancers, you have to be willing to be still here and to not rush through this stuff. So when you find down dog, I want you to look under and I want you to take 4 breaths. Deep breath in, deep breath out. Again, deep breath in, deep breath out. And one more, deep breath in, deep breath out. Keep stretching through the backs of the legs. Keep pulling your tailbone to the sky. Deep breath in, deep breath out. Now, I want you to look at your right hand and grab your left ankle. Do you see what I just did there? Cross. And I want you to pull your chest through and look underneath your armpit. This is one of my favorite yoga poses. Press with your left hand, pull with your right hand. Feel a nice hip stretch right here. Also is working on stabilizing your core. Again, 4 breaths, and then come back center. Switch, look at your left hand. I like saying look at it so that you know what you're gonna move, and then take that and wrap around your right ankle. Look underneath the armpit, and look up. Feeling the stretch in your hips. And again, breathe, 4 rounds of breath. Always breathe in, ladies and gentlemen who've ever taken class. Then we come back center. Come up high into the ball mounds of the feet, which means you rise up into releve for all of you dancers out there, right? High up onto the ball mounds of the feet. Drop your heels down. 2 more times high on the ball mounds of the feet. Drop down. 1 more high on the ball mounds of the feet. Drop down. Good. Now, being careful if you have a small space like me, lift your right leg up. Don't hit what's behind you. 3-legged down dog. This is now my favorite in our strength pose for the day. We come forward, knee to nose, like so. Hold. 3 rounds of breath. One more deep inhale. Exhale, down dog. You can hold that for longer if you want. I totally support you in that. Whatever length feels good, but you should be pulling your belly button in, rounding through the shoulders, feeling a really nice dome. Left leg up. Don't kick the table behind you if you have it in your house. 3-legged down dog. You can stay here longer too, stretching through the back of the leg. And then knee to nose. Hold. 3 rounds of breath. So dome through the shoulders. Pull your belly button in. Come up high. One more deep inhale. Exhale, down dog. Nice, ladies and gentlemen, yeah? Good, you guys. So now, look up to the hands between your thumbs. This is my favorite way to work on arm balance, is it gets you so strong. Press, cup through the hands just slightly, using all of your finger pads, right? To really push down into the ground. Bend your knees, scoop your belly, just work your core, and jump the toes up to meet the hands. Hanging over, shake your head no. Shake your head, yes. And roll your spine up. Shoulders down your back. And stand tall. Okay? So dancers, you can take that, then you can roll back down to the spine, put your hands back down, go back down to down dog, go back down to tabletop. Do it again, right? Do it again, do it again, do it again. I'm going to be giving you guys more of this type of stuff because I think it's really important, and because I teach yoga, we should be taking advantage of that and getting more out of it, right? So I want you all to use this tiny flow, and then as I post more and I give you guys more longer sequences, really do that. You'll see a difference in this flexibility, in your core strength, in the backs of the legs. And backs of the legs can be really tight for dancers because we focus so much on our quads. So make sure that you're really thinking about the backs of the legs, stretching them out, pressing your heels down into the ground. And I hope this one works really well and feels good for you. Thanks, dancers.